Hello, and welcome back to another episode on the Hermitcraft server. A little bit of a different intro than usual. Saying the same things though. Welcome back everybody to another episode. I have been super busy getting the Wastelands done as much as possible. I realised that I was kind of slowing down on my progress here, and I thought, do you know what, we need to just get this big chunk of land over here finished, and that's exactly what it is. Do you know what we should start off by doing? Pillaring up and getting a proper good look at this, because I was about to say jungle temple again, it does get in the way. The Wastelands temple is what we should be calling this. Saw a comment about that in the comments on a previous video. That made total sense to call it that. And now this beam is in our way. Let's block that off. There we go. That looks glorious. This is the first time I've had a look at it from up here, and it looks really good. So, I think actually a little bit in that corner just over there hasn't been done because of the sugarcane farm, but that is the entire area we first dug out and got rid of all of that sand. It is done. It is done. And you can hardly tell really where the bits that were false are and where the bits that weren't, but this area over here, this is natural wastelands. That means I remove all of the sandstone like over there, and it leaves behind this formation, and then a lot of this area around here is fake. So the stone was all flat before, and then I went down there and placed a lot of it manually. But it doesn't really take that long, and when I look around at different areas I can remember the different, songs and movies that I was watching while I was doing this. It's really crazy how memory works like that. But let's have a look at the map, because when I looked at this I started to panic a little bit. Now that may look at first like it's about 1/9 done, but really that box in the middle is actually a lot bigger than the ones around it. So I'd say we're probably about 1/6 done, maybe 1/7. There is a long way to go, and you know what, you've got to just keep on going. Don't look at the big picture and think, oh god, that's taken me a long time and there's so much more to go. It'll get done with time. And yeah, I'm really pleased that we've done that. So we'll be making more progress in the future, but this episode is going to be a little bit fragmented like the last episode was. I felt like just doing something different again, and so I've already recorded some of the stuff that you're going to see. And first of all, I just want to go over and show you what this looks like underneath the rivers, because there was one river that went all the way through this. Let's get over there. Or was it two? No, it was one river, but it dries out somewhere on the other side of those hills, and it is getting dark as well, which is not good. So from just over here you can kind of see a little bit of a dip. So if we go down into this dip and just dig directly down, nope, that was a miss. Somewhere around here we should find the river. And there it is. So this is what the river looks like from underneath. I've lit it all up so that no mobs will spawn down here. The plan is to, light up all of the caves and have the mobs spawn on the surface, so our wastelands is a hostile environment which will take a long time. But I thought I'd come down here and show you this. Let's go back up and get out of here. One thing I want to mention quickly is that the xisumavoid website that I talked about a couple of episodes ago, everyone went and visited it. Everyone went and visited it, and not everyone obviously, but loads of people went, and the bandwidth limit of the website was exceeded, so I have fixed that problem right there. Now when you go to it, it should be fine. It's on a new host, there shouldn't be any limit at all, so that website should always be online, which is pretty cool. And I need to head back before it gets too hostile around here. So this first clip that I'm going to show you is something that me and Mumbo recorded the other day. We were hanging out, going around, doing a little bit of a tour, and we went to the Redstone consultancy, and I of course remembered, Mr. Redstone himself, Mr. Mumbo Jumbo, is available for hire, and I've been struggling to figure out my wither farm, and so we should work together on that. So I'm going to show you that clip, and then we are going to put in a proper request for his assistance.
That is your bases done.
Wait a minute. You got the Redstone consultancy over here, haven't you?
I do, yeah.
And I was saying about, we need a wither farm. Then I guess I should make it official, right? I should be putting in a book saying, would you like to work with me on, this project, and I'll put down a price or something as well?
Yeah, that sounds like a plan. I mean, I was going to do it for free. I'll admit it to you, but if you're going to put down I shouldn't have mentioned that.
I'll tell you what.
I'll
put down an offer. I'll do it official.
I've got a request.
Really? Do
you want me to read?
We're gonna read that now.
All right, I might as well. So this is from Monkey Farm, and Mumbo, I hear you do some great redstone work that never breaks ever. Yeah, that's because the first thing that I built for a redstone consultancy, it didn't work.
Brilliant.
So yeah, I'd like to hire you to help me build a piston elevator in my giant skull. I can supply most slash all of the redstone supplies. I will give you one dirt block, or you can tell me what payment you like. Let me know, Monkey Farm. Well, you know what? That sounds like a deal that I can't miss
A
because
dirt
even
block.
though it's not particularly expensive, any excuse to work inside that giant
Yeah,
skull.
yeah, that looks amazing.
It's not rendering in at the minute, but
Let's get
yeah,
closer.
it looks incredible. So that's a done deal, I guess. I'll be doing that one.
Right, so here we are at the Redstone Consultancy. To make things official, I have a book. And there it goes again. Do you know, I think I need to disable that now. That's something I'd do before I leave, and I don't know why there's a random wood block here. Maybe it was an Enderman. I'm not sure if they can actually pick that block up. But anyway, let's read this book before we put it in the chest. So, dear Mr. Mumbo, as you know, I am interested in hiring you for the design and development of a new Wither skeleton farm. I will be providing a creative server for design and testing, and no assistance will be needed in the construction on Hermitcraft. Please turn over. Of course, if you want to, you will be more than welcome to join in. My offer is a full set of diamond armor and 1 diamond block. I hope to hear back from you soon. Asuma. So let's chuck that in the chest right here. Hopefully he'll be checking that soon. Of course, I'll let him know that I put the book in there and we can get to work on that soon. And I am really looking forward to doing that with a farm. I wanted to do it a long time ago. Then the whole structures thing came around, and now that that's been fixed, we can get back to doing that. And I've still got that excellent idea to make it really, really good that I'm keeping a secret at the moment, but hopefully you'll find out before long because I really want to crack on and build that. But anyway, this next clip that I have for you is of me doing some trading with the villagers again, trying to make it interesting and trying to unlock the perfect blacksmith. Alright, we are back down the bottom with the villagers again, and a couple of episodes ago I said that I wanted to make this more interesting, so we're going to do that again. We're going to do a little bit of trading, but what I'm going to do is trade with our blacksmith over here. Now this could take a really long time because I've got to do trade after trade, and the further in that you get, you got to make those trades over and over again. So what I thought I would do is just record myself doing all of that, but edit it down into something a little more interesting. So I'll show you the progress that we're making with this guy as we go along, and then it shouldn't take too long to watch me unlock him in total, but then you can see the kind of resources it takes to do that as well. Now we need emeralds to trade with the blacksmith, and look at how many emeralds I've got now. Enough for a second stack of emerald blocks. Now I would like to keep this stack right here, and if I need more emeralds for trading with this blacksmith, I won't mind going into them because I'll get those back in the future, but these are the ones we're going to try and use to trade with him right now. I'm going to need a few of those in my inventory. In fact, why don't we just put all of them in there, because what we're about to do is going to be very expensive. But one of the cheaper ways of doing blacksmith trading is by gathering all of the blacksmiths in your trading booth like this. So this guy has a shovel. Whenever one of these comes along, you can do at least 3 of these trades and up to 13. So it's a good way to stock up on things like that. So depending on what this guy has as his last trade, if it's not a good one and he's not going to make a good perfect villager, then I'll probably go to using this method where you wait for them to come through, you find a guy like this and you do all your trading with him. Now bear in mind, once you've done that trade once, you're going to have another one after it, so you can kind of refresh the first one that you get, so you could actually stock up on quite a few, which I think is going to be a hell of a lot cheaper. Now I've got 2 guys with diamond shovels. It's not that uncommon that they come through with a diamond trade first, so I kind of think that this is probably the better way of doing it. You know, having disposable villages is pretty powerful as well. And we've got another guy with 5 diamonds here. I might keep him just in case. Let's put a block on the front. One of the things you may have noticed that I've done here as well is remove all of these blocks. When I was making the thumbnail for the tutorial for this, and if you haven't seen the tutorial yet, there'll be a link in the description box and on the screen and all of that good stuff. Go and check that out. I spent a lot of time making that tutorial. I think it's pretty good. And when I was making the thumbnail, I wanted to get the villagers in the shot, and when you stood right in front of it, you couldn't see the ones either side. So I said, well, you can remove these blocks without them getting out. And then I thought, actually, that looks really nice, and I should have made it that way from the get-go. You could even possibly replace this block here with a half slab, but I quite like how that looks. Okay, that's not a good trade, but I'll leave you there for now. And let's just have a look at what these other blacksmiths have got. This guy's got a shovel. And that's it. So anyway, I'm going to start trading with this guy. What's the first trade? Well, we've done the diamond one, so the first one is a diamond hoe. And that unlocked straight away, which is great. And now for a rarer trade, which is the chain leggings. Diamond sword. Let's do this. So that worked out well. That was one trade for each of those. And now we have the gold trade. We don't want this taking a lot. It's nice to see it early on. In fact, it's very nice because the other ones like that are iron and coal, which is pretty cheap. So hopefully this will go through in one attempt. Come on, guy. Yes, it did. Excellent. Okay, that's good. Another trade there that only took one go. And another one. And there is the iron trade, nice and early on. Now, I'm just looking at this and I'm thinking, whatever trade you get last, it's really not going to be a hassle because we've got gold and diamonds out of the way. So it'll either cost emeralds or possibly cost something like coal. So that is the first trade to take more than one attempt to unlock. So let's do that for the second time. Hopefully this won't take them too many attempts. Well, that took 4 attempts, a little bit annoying, but let's do the iron hoe. 1 attempt for the iron hoe, that's not bad at all. Let's do the iron pick. Okay, 3 attempt for the pickaxe, not too bad. It's going to get harder now, that's for sure. And I had to kick a load of villagers from around here. They were just making so much noise. First time on the iron chestplate, that's not bad because that one takes 13 emeralds. So the next one is an iron shovel. If this takes a few attempts, it won't be so bad because they only cost 5 each. Alright, the iron shovel only took 1 as well. So now for the diamond helmet. So 2 attempts for that one, now we do the diamond shovel. Okay, this guy's starting to get a little bit stubborn. That one took 5 trades, and I'm looking at the trades we've got left. We've got some of the expensive ones coming up, which is this one right here, the most expensive one you can get in terms of emeralds. So let's hope that this one doesn't take as many trades as the last. Well, that's alright. That one went through first time. And I don't mind it when it's on the diamond ones like this, because we actually want loads of shovels over time, so it's not so bad at all, really, is it? Well, that one was really costly. 7 trades right there, 77 emeralds. 77! Doc M, the guy who got me into doing this. Okay, now it's time to do the pick. Alright, another 7 trades. These were picks though, so that's not a problem at all, because I will use all of them over time. The leggings, though, I'm thinking that I'll just go and enchant them, and then I can wear diamond leggings from now on, which is pretty cool. But now it's time to do the axe. And let's have a quick count at how many trades we have left. I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 trades left, so we are getting fairly close now. Alright, just 3 trades for that. That's not bad at all because I'm not really going to use a lot of iron axes, but I will be using some diamond axe, and that is the next trade. So 5 attempts there for the diamond axe, not bad at all. Now it's time to move on to the iron helmet. I'll tell you what, I think that was the most expensive trade we had left. I think the next one is going to cost 10 at the most, so we've got through most of the expensive trades now, which is a good thing. Okay, 4 trades for that one. Now we're doing iron leggings. Just 2 trades for that one. That's nice because we've had quite a few recently. So now we have chain boots. Looks like we're really getting to the last of the trades now, as the chain ones are the rarest. Okay, that one took 7 trades, and I'm just wondering if there's a limit there, because we've had 7 trades appear twice so far, and that's the 3rd time it's happened. We haven't gone above that. Got a bad feeling that now that I've said that, the next one is going to cost more. But that's alright because it's diamond, which is good. Well, I was really liking this a moment ago, and I said that I thought 7 may have been the most. Now we've done 18 trades of these, and still no new trade after it. And that is all of my emeralds, actually. I've now got a stack of emerald blocks to go. But that's all of the ones that I got on after that stack. Let's have a quick look. Nope. Still got to trade more. I've been rejecting all of these other villagers that come up because they're annoying and they make noise. But we've got some scientists or librarians here to trade with now. Going to do a bit of trading with them. Hopefully we won't have to go into the emerald blocks, although once we get past the diamond boots we're probably going to have to spend all of these, especially if they cost as much as this. Oh, it's going to be a real nightmare doing the last few trades on this guy. So I decided to cut my trading stuff short there, because you may have noticed that I was saying some stuff that didn't make much sense, because when I was keeping track of the trades that I made, I missed a couple. So we're all the way to the end now, and I thought we had a few more trades to go. So I'd actually continued trading with this guy. It took me 30 attempts to get the diamond boots, I do believe. Where are they? There we go. So 30 attempts for those, and then it's taken me 31 attempts on the chain helmet. But the trade after that one is coal. So coal's going to be the last trade, which I am not disappointed about in the slightest. I have tons of the stuff. It means I have to use it once every time we need to reset this guy, which means we can just get ourselves a full set of diamond armor, you know, several times over for not too many emeralds. And then just reset it with a little bit of coal, which is fine by me. Now you can see how many blocks of emeralds I'm down to. I'm going to trade another 8 blocks worth first of all and see how much further we can get with this, because as soon as we get that last trade unlocked, then we're done. And have a look at all the gear here. We got those 30 boots and some of the helmets as well. I gave some boots and helmets to Corrales and Biffa. I think I'm going to go around and leave everyone a little present with some boots and some other things that I've been getting from the trading as well. You can see I've got tons of stuff that I could give away, although giving away shears and flint and steel, not really worth a lot, is it? So those diamond boots and chain helmets will be pretty cool. Now what I like about the chain helmet is when I play this game, I actually like to take my helmet off. It's not something I've done always, but I've been doing it recently because then if someone comes over, they can see it's me quite clearly. Now if I have a diamond helmet or something like that on, let's see if we can grab one of those. Trying to play in F5 mode, this isn't working because I'm looking forward, not backwards. Let's grab a helmet and just quickly put that on. Okay, so when I have this on, the front of my face is kind of obscured, so you can see it's me, but it just looks a bit odd, and I think with a chain helmet it actually looks really cool. So I'm going to be using those for sure from now on. I'm going to enchant them as well, and yeah, it's going to be awesome. Absolutely loving this diamond gear. So anyway, we've got more trading to do. I'm going to try and get that very last trade unlocked, and then we have ourselves the perfect blacksmith. Do you know what? I am an idiot. I know that sounds sounds like I'm calling myself an idiot. It just occurred to me that every single time I do this last trade, we're actually refreshing all of the trades before it. So I have really just wasted a ton of emeralds on this, and I probably could have stopped on the one before it if I'd have looked at my sheet, because basically every time I traded this one, when we didn't have the chain one, that would have refreshed it as well. I have unlocked all of the diamond gear. So everything that I need diamond from this guy is here, and all these chain helmets are just going to get wasted. Now, I think I'm going to give some of these away to other people. Seems like a good idea. We should actually count how many there are, because there's 31 that we got from before, so that's 9, that's 40. 44. Now, you do the maths there. If 5 for each of those I could have had back in emeralds if I'd have realised that a little bit earlier. He's going to become a perfect villager, because when he unlocks his next trade it will be the coal, but he's a perfect villager right now because whenever we do that last trade for emeralds we refresh all of the ones before it. And so I think I've lost a hell of a lot of my block of emeralds to that, but do you know what, it's good that I finally realised that, because I could have ended up wasting all of them possibly. This guy we've done a lot of trades with and we haven't got it, so I'm going to call him the perfect blacksmith from now on. He will be doing 5 emeralds to refresh all of his trades for a while, and eventually we'll probably unlock the final one, which is the coal trade. So I'm going to build a little place for him over here. It's just going to be like a holding area, and then one day in the future we'll transport him into a proper location. So this guy has been safely moved to a little cage here. I thought I'd build it out of iron blocks just so it looks nice and secure, and I've also moved this one block away from the back wall here just because I'm getting paranoid about, you know, strange Minecraft bugs and zombies coming after these guys. If he's going to stand here, there's no block on the other side of that, and I could just see something weird happening and this guy getting attacked. So he's one block forward and he looks nice and secure. And I've just realised that this is really a game-changing moment. Let me go and show you exactly why. Now I'm going to go and repair a load of picks, and if we have a look here, I've actually accumulated a large amount of these efficiency 5 ones, and I haven't broken any of these whilst doing all of the Wastelands work. This is basically everything that I've used to get that Wastelands done, and so now we can go and repair it all. But all this costs me, I mean, apart from the time invested in getting this up and running, all of this just costs emeralds now, which costs basically sugarcane. So it becomes a different thing altogether. I can repair these very easily. I can also enchant new ones. And so I was looking at this and I was basically thinking, we don't have to get these all the way down. Look at these: durability 3, 0, 2, free, free. We don't have to take that risk anymore. We don't need to make this maximum efficiency. As soon as we're right the way down to the little red meter like that, then we don't want to risk breaking it. We can chuck it in a chest and repair it, and it isn't really a loss of diamonds. So I really like this. This means we can accumulate a large amount of tools, have to take less trips back and forth because we've got more tools in supply. So when I go over there, I'm going to be repairing everything that you see here at the bottom, and then what we need to repair it is directly above. And I think I'm going to take some books, do a few more enchantments on that as well, and also enchant some of these things down here. I'm not sure if I'm going to be putting the enchantments on from books, which I think I will do with the swords because I have some efficiency 5 books. Some of these I may just chuck straight into the crafting bench, but it's going to be crafting bench? Enchanting table. Yeah, but it's going to be interesting to see what happens from now on. I also went over to the cow farm. I'll show you a little clip of that while I'm heading over to the end farm. You can see I've now got tons and tons of leather. We just need a little bit of paper to go with this, and we have another stack of books to enchant right here. So we're over at the cow farm. I cannot remember how many stacks of wheat I've been breeding with these guys, but let's have a look at the F3 screen because that will tell us how many entities are here. 330. We're going to use a splash potion on this. Now the last time I did that I timed it very well with the lava cooker right here, and I couldn't tell if it affected the results of the test, so this time I'm not actually going to do that because I've got a feeling it cancelled out the looting effect somehow. It just seemed like there was less. So I've got the keys on my keyboard. We're going to switch to number 6. There we go. That also hurt me. Not very smart. Let's do that again. And that's it. You can tell by the lag that that killed them. There goes all of the particles. Let's see how much stuff we get. As always, I have to break these blocks right here. And no surprise, it filled up my inventory. We're going to have to put all of this into the chest. And there's also some extra wheat in there. Let's just dump as much as this as possible. Probably going to get a ton of levels out of this as well. There we go. So the rest of it's going to be coming out of the hoppers now, so I'm going to have to wait a while. So we are well and truly stocked up on leather, and I was just thinking, the amount of food we get every time we go and get leather, we are never going to be able to eat all of that before we need more leather. So we are always going to have a plentiful amount of food, which is pretty good, I guess. Killing 2 birds with 1 stone right there. But anyway, I have been to the end farm and I am back. I've been doing some enchanting. It has gone very well. Now most of this has been repairs and using books, so it's all been good. But the enchantments that I did make while I was there, I've done 2 picks. I got a fortune 3 pick, which is really good. I now have 2 of those here. I think I've got a couple others lying around somewhere back at the old hermit town, and the other one I got was efficiency 4 and breaking 3. I just upgraded that with the book, and so the rest of these are repairs. Now I enchanted 3 shovels. I got an efficiency 4 and breaking 3 twice, and then I got this efficiency 3, which got me thinking about the villager trading, because I've been reading some comments about people saying that you can use diamond tools that are broken and enchanted to do trading. So when this thing's been used, we can use that on the sand and it's almost broken. Then what we could do is take it down to one of these villagers and trade with them. Now this guy over here, the priest, he has the trades that we're looking for, but it doesn't actually apply to the shovel. So I think last time I recorded this on camera I got it completely wrong. You actually get 4 different trades of iron and diamond on this guy. One's where he will enchant them, and that is for a sword, a pick, an axe, and a chest plate. So that's on both iron and diamond. So that isn't a shovel, so we can't do it that time round. But let's say when one of my swords gets broken, or I don't know, a pick or something, we could go and put it in this slot right here. So the villager doesn't actually check, I do believe, that this is a fully repaired, iron pickaxe. It doesn't look at that, it doesn't look at the enchantments, it just sees the item ID, and it sees it there. So you could put in a broken pick and a couple of emeralds, and then you can make that trade, which is pretty cool. And it makes trading with this guy a lot less costly if you're able to do that. And what we really want with this guy is to get the Eye of Ender, get all of those enchantments out of the way, and if we can get the XP bottle trade at the end, then he'll cost 1 emerald to refresh. We'll get XP for that, and then we can trade with this guy for glowstone and redstone, which is absolutely awesome. But that is another project for the future. There's a few more perfect villager types that we're going to look into, but I don't think we'll be doing that anytime soon. So the rest of these things right here, I got protection 1 on all of these. The reason I did that is because protection absorbs damage into the durability. So the higher the protection, the quicker that armor will wear out, which is why I put protection 2 on these ones. I think I actually could have got away with just protection 1, but we'll see how it goes. These things are now incredibly cheap, we don't have to worry about this stuff so much anymore. And then down the bottom here, now normally I'm really boring with the way I name stuff, like Asuma's pick and Asuma's bow, things like that is what I do. Here we went for battle axe, but I thought I'd try and be a little bit creative, so I decided to make myself 2 sets of swords and bows. We have the Blade of Force, which has sharpness and knockback, and then the equivalent of those on the bow, punch and power, we have the Bow of Force as well, which is pretty cool. And then over here we have the Blade of Flame, same thing again, sharpness, except we have fire aspect, and on the Bow of Flame, we have power and flame as well, which is pretty cool. So all in all, it's been a good round of enchanting. I am well and truly geared up for more work. We have our picks, we have our shovels in place, and there's a hell of a load of work out there that needs doing. I'm sure in the next episode we'll probably be starting some sort of new little mini project. I'm not sure exactly what. There's loads of things that I want to do. There's also the wither farm as well. Hopefully we could start that next episode if me and Mumbo get together and work on the design for that. But that is it for this episode. If you have enjoyed it, please do give it a like. It is always appreciated. You guys know that by now. And I will see you in the next episode.